Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. I'm just about to go teach a piano lesson here shortly in a neighborhood nearby, where I teach one lesson in the North Bothell area. And North Bothell. This is what you call a clear-cutted neighborhood association type neighborhood, more or less. All the houses look pretty similar. You got some little green space. Well, hey, they have a blue house. It's amazing. Yeah, and you can see that other kind of thing on the other, quite for some ways here, with a big power line kind of through the middle of it. It's not so bad. The question is, would you want to live in this kind of place? And there's so many of them like it here in the United States, increasingly. And I'm like, hey, maybe there's some houses that have a little bit of character. Me personally though, if I had to pick, I'd go for the older style, more personality. Even if there's bugs and things that you have to deal with, termites. I don't know. I think about that some more, because I think those things can be kind of pesky. Anyway, just a few more thoughts here for you. Short video. I did some soda reviews, and was feeding some birds after getting a burger. The place I go to get gourmet soda, the root beer store in Edmonds, or I should say border of Edmonds and Linwood, is it's gone through, has for some time now they've had new owners, and if you're a sweets place or a root beer place, it's kind of hard to make money. You have to, it's not an easy business. You might think it might be because what you're selling tastes so good, but nobody likes those cavities, so it's just kind of, I couldn't help but think myself as I was feeding these birds bits of chicken, beef, or extras for my burgers. I couldn't help but think to myself, I wonder if there's some law or rule I'm breaking in Linwood where I can't feed the birds. Linwood, the first place I lived in this area that I'm living in for quite some time now, Linwood is the kind of place that has traffic, or I should say, red light cameras that get you if you don't make a complete stop at a intersection. And they have, it tends to be a little bit more of a nitpicky place, I think, in general, compared to many other cities. So I was wondering to myself, was someone filming me doing this, and they're gonna film my license plate, they're gonna take it to the police? It's like, no way that could happen. I'm like, actually, we live in a time when people seem to be very eager to report other people to the police for stupid things like that. And I had other random thoughts like, this one seagull seems to want all the meat and all the bread or whatever else I was throwing out. Of course, I tried to throw it at angles where the other birds got some, and they did. I didn't like this one bigger bird getting all the food. It's just kind of funny because all the birds had their mouths out. They all knew that I was feeding them a little bit. They weren't sure when it was coming. I don't know. I wanted to make an analogy to real life, but I think you guys could probably do that better than I could. So anyway, it was a little toasty. I'm not kidding. When I was filming those last videos, it felt like it was 80 degrees, but yet the sky seemed like it was more like 50 or 60. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Right now, it's not particularly pleasant either. It's a little bit toasty and not really a whole lot of clear skies. It's like whitish, kind of light blue. It's a Washington version of something between smog from LA and East Coast humidity or something. I don't know. It's yeah. Plus, you have some construction going on over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe you can. So it's gonna be lots of fun if the people live around here. So, and then, before I'm done with this video, on top of everything I've already mentioned, yeah, I've seen some videos recently where you have people that are getting upset about all this stuff having to do with properties and fences and seeing past fences and filming past fences and laws, and some of this, of course, has to do with darker subjects like weird people spying on whatever. We won't get into that, but I couldn't help but think to myself, and do I really want to live in a neighborhood association where it's reasonable for people to expect other people in the neighborhood to act like decent human beings, but do I really want to live in a place where some old nag is going to come up to me and chide me for some dumb little thing? Your rose bushes, they're too big. They're 1 millimeter past the property line. I mean, come on. Like, okay, here's my clippers. Bink. Are we okay now? I'm gonna go to the neighborhood association. I'm gonna report you. Lost dog. Reddish brown Chihuahua. 206-661-0404. So if you guys see a reddish brown Chihuahua in the Bothell area, please contact that number. I don't know. I just think this is just silly, man. Do people even double check on whether or not what someone's motives are for doing this? Oh my gosh. Sign number 2. Lost dog, reddish brown Chihuahua. 206-661-0404. Boy, these folks really love their Chihuahua. I wish they would have as much. Well, anyway, I will stop that thought because I'm sure they love their kids, but I'm also sometimes a little bit chagrined, amused, concerned, with the whole I love animals more than people thing. I won't get into that right now too much. It's pretty forgivable for a lot of younger people maybe to think this way because people say crazy things. Who knows? But if the more serious someone actually was about saying something like that, I have to wonder what kind of person that is. But don't wonder about it too much. You see lots of crazy things from time to time. Again, I just can't. I have a tough time with this super controlling thing. Like I say, folks, I've mentioned this before in other videos. I'll say this again. I would never belong to a neighborhood association. Ever. You couldn't. I would put my foot down there. Putting my foot down. I'd rather live next to the most eccentric person in the world than have to deal with all these stupid rules that I didn't agree to in the first place when paying a ton of money for a house. So don't do it, folks. Unless you want to live by someone else's rules. Catch you guys later. Bye.